A bad hire can cost your business up to 3 times the employee's salary. And in a small team, the cost to morale could be even higher. Hi, I'm Kathy Doherty, the People Navigator, and if you own a small business or lead a team, you're in the right place. Hiring in a small business often feels really desperately urgent, but rushing that process usually leads to more expensive mistakes. Your goal isn't just to fill a seat, it's the right person in the right position for the right reasons. And that right person will also enrich your culture and the role in the longer term. What is often forgotten is that your hiring process is a PR exercise. It tells everybody out there who you are and what you stand for, and if you should be taken seriously. Are you credible? I cover this in more detail in my program, Recruit in Haste, Regret at Leisure. So pop to the website if you want to find out more. But for now, let's get stuck in. When you rush to fill a role, you often miss out on all those things you would have spotted if you had taken your time, all of those red flags. And what that can do, it actually increases your headaches and heartaches. So instead, slow down, follow your process, if you have a process, even if you feel under pressure. This is all about making conscious and intentional hiring decisions. Often job descriptions are vague or unrealistic, and quite often they're based on something you saw online that you thought, that'll do. But that leads to attracting the wrong candidates and also setting out the wrong expectations. Your job description should be specific to the skills, the experiences, the behaviours and the values that you need for your business. Another mistake is businesses focus on the skills and not the person behind the skills and whether they're going to enrich their culture. Everybody needs to bring something to the table. If they don't bring something, they're usually taking something away. Hire for attitude and aptitude. You can teach certain skills. Yes, there's going to be your essential skills, but you've already worked that out as part of your process. The other skills can be taught, but changing an attitude or values is near impossible. And you've got too much to do to be focused on that. Make sure you include behaviour-based selection methods as part of your approach and process. When it comes to interviewing, quite often it's poor or inconsistent or both. This whole process is a two-way process. Great candidates will always find work and you want them working for you. If they are not impressed by your process, they will go to somewhere else that they take more seriously who has their act together. And if you come across that you don't have your act together, you are perfect prey for those predatory, manipulative and toxic employees. But also not having any structure or consistency makes it really difficult to make an informed decision. You're actually making everything so much harder for yourself. Your selection process and approach should be tailored for you, for your business and your business's needs. And lastly, and a biggie, especially in the age of AI CVs and AI applications, is skipping reference checking. So skipping pre-employment checks, which includes reference checking. But in the age of AI and the AI created CVs, checking that somebody actually worked for who they say they did work for has never been more important. And quite often what you'll find is people will only give job role and dates of employment, and that's fine. However, where somebody might give more, or where it's a regulatory requirement that they give you more, then do not skip out on this step. Although keep in mind, if you're asking about relationships that they left or relationships that they're leaving, unless you understand the context of the entirety of that relationship, just be cautious about accepting it at face value. But definitely get your dates of employment. What's the biggest hiring mistake that you have seen or made yourself? Pop to the website to check the programs because they will be of use. And if you'd like more practical hiring or people management tips, make sure you hit that subscribe. See you next time.